I'm going to get a deeded access for this timberland tract, or at least I'm going to try, and I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm going to do to go about getting it, in case some of it's helpful to you. I own 40 acres right down this timber road, a pine plantation down in that draw down there. This is all real rolling ground, and yeah, it's down in a little draw, but it's still good high ground. There's nothing low about it. But this timber road exists from, you can see my truck there at the gravel road, and then it goes a quarter of a mile down there to the corner of my property, and I'm going to ask for access along this timber road from a very large timber company in the country. 2 or 3 guesses, you figure out who it is. I've never had any problem getting access from them. It takes a long time and it's expensive sometimes. I feel confident I'll get it, and here's what I'm going to do. Number one, I'm going to take a couple of pictures of this road and send the pictures along with a good aerial map of my property, the legal description of my property, and then a bigger map showing this whole general area, so it shows how my property is sitting in the middle of their property. I'm going to send that to the regional contact I have for this timber company and say, hey dude, I want to get an access from you. It's approximately a quarter of a mile from gravel to my corner there, 20 feet wide, quarter of a mile. That's about, do the math on that, it's about 1.2 acres of actual surface for the access. Now that'll be important in just a minute, and I'll tell you why. So I'm sending that email with these couple of pictures, aerial map, tell him what I want, and he's going to reply back and probably ask me a couple little questions about the property, most of which I've just told you. And he's going to say, well, let me run it up to flagpole. And when it comes back, they're going to say, yeah, we'll give you that access. It's going to be $5,000 an acre. Remember, 1.21 acres. I've already done the math for 20 feet wide, a quarter of a mile long. So it's 1.21 acres at $5,000 an acre, plus any timber damage. Well, it's an existing timber road, so there's not going to be any timber damage on this one. And then survey out the route. This is where I've been doing this a long time. I've done business with these people a lot over the years, so I'm going to try to get out of the survey, and here's why. This road right here, this timber road you're looking at, runs right along a section line, and it's straight as a string. This road would be very easy to just put on a plat, to draw it on a plat showing their property, showing my property, and how it's connected with this road, to the public road, and say, hey, that's good enough. There's a chance they're going to just say, yeah, there's no need to survey it. That's a very well-defined road, easy geographic identity to it. It runs right along a section line. They may say, no, you don't have to survey it, and that'll save me, $2,000 or $3,000 for surveying my property and then the road. If I'm gonna have a surveyor out here, I might as well go ahead and just rope off my property, get the exact certified acres, and then have them do this road with it, be just a little more. So Mike can get out of saving that money, but I'm not going to get out of the $5,000 an acre. They charge that administrative cost. I'm not going to get out of any timber damage, but in this case, I don't have any timber damage. So I'll send that information to them, hopefully get out of the survey, but if not, I will survey it, because the money still works out to get the access, because it'll add enough value to my 40 down there that'll more than pay for the access. So it's worth doing. Shoot that off to him, and then the most important thing is this step right here: be patient. I'm just going to have to be patient and sweet. There's no calling and yelling or sending nasty emails telling them to hurry up. You've shown up with your hat in your hand to the largest timber company in the country. They move their feet kind of slow when it comes to stuff like this. This is not what they're in the business of doing. This is just professional accommodation, just kind of business as usual stuff. This is not their bread and butter. So they're going to get to it when they get ready. I'm going to just be sweet and patient and know it may take 4, 6, 8 months to get this thing done, just because they just move slowly on things like this. I get it and I understand, but I'll plan for it. So that's how I'm going to go about getting access for this tract. If you want some other videos about access, deeded access to rural land tracts, there's some right there. I put together a little playlist. Check them out. Maybe they'll be helpful.